$150 million might be up for grabs to help students falling behind in school due to the pandemic. An Indiana House bill would create a grant program for organizations and schools to use to help those students.
I'm hoping they can look back someday and say, wow, I was in school during COVID and I succeeded.
School became tougher for some students as they transitioned between e-learning and the classroom, and some students' grades reflect the struggle.
We always have a grade watch list anyway, and the D's and F's, and it's definitely a little longer this year. So we're trying to implement some in-house tutoring. We have a peer mentoring program.
The principal of Northeast Du Bois Junior Senior High School, Dr. Tara Rashi, says her school is trying to get creative to bring students up to speed now that they are back to in-person learning.
There are going to be achievement gaps across the board. We know that, and we're seeing a little bit of it already. So we're definitely going to have to make some plans on how to bridge those gaps.
This is something educators are trying to figure out across the state.
We're not only making up the loss for this year, but we're making up the loss since last March. So a lot of our kids can be substantially behind, and those probably most at risk would be those kids that were already behind to begin with.
State Representative Wendy McNamara says this was her inspiration behind House Bill 1008. If her bill becomes law, it would create a $150 million grant program providing people, schools, and organizations resources to assist students who fell behind when school went digital.
The bill will become effective upon passage so that the Department of Education can develop submission forms for school corporations and programs across the state, and then have it available to our students as early as this summer.
Dr. Rashi says this would be a big help as they try to figure out a game plan to close the learning gap at her school.
There are talks about extended day opportunities for skill building, skill remediation, skill resource time. There's talk of extended school year.
Brandon Bartlett, Eyewitness News.
And House Bill 1008 passed through the House today and now heads to the Senate for further action. If it becomes law, the Indiana Department of Education and the State Board of Education will decide who is eligible for the funds.